Hello kids, it's Matt from Mad Dad Bricks, and today we're doing our first build video together. Really looking forward to this one. This is the Executor, the Super Star Destroyer, Darth Vader's Imperial flagship. The same one that crashed. Yep, it blew up on the Death Star 2 at the Battle of Endor. You can see here we've got our 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi plaque, the Star Wars Executor plaque, and look at that gorgeous thing. Midi scale's something that we've been waiting for a long time. Jang Bricks, when he was reviewing the Nebulon B frigate, I've got one here actually. We might do another build video with that would be cool. I bought one after I saw the Executor was coming out. It reminded me. I'd forgotten about it, but just jumped on Bricklink and found one from the States, pretty reasonably priced actually. I think it only cost me about $150 or $180 or something, shipped from America. So that's cool. And I unboxed it and put a little video of it on Reddit, and people got a bit annoyed that I actually opened my Lego set, which is, anyway, I took some sort of pleasure in getting people upset about that, because that's what Lego's for, man. You've got to build it. If you want to keep one in storage, buy a second one, but experience it. Now, this build has 6 bags, and as you can see, we've already opened the first one and we're well underway. Layering plates and wedges to get that iconic arrowhead shape, something that you'd see in Paleolithic, Stone Age sort of times. And you can see we've got these plates here, these tiles, sorry. So why? Let's see. I mean, that's a weird thing to do, having these tiles in these funny green colors and orange colors, these jumper plates. Now, obviously, all of this is going to get hidden, but how are we going to hide all those tiles? Now, that's a really cool part of the build that we'll see in just a second, which I love. Now, already in bag 2, are we in bag 2? Bag 1? I've missed it. No. Yes, we're in bag 2, sorry. We're in bag 2, and we've already started putting on some of the external details, some of the greebling, some of those blue transparent pieces that will become the blue shields, those iconic, huge, big, gorgeous force fields that keep the air in and the space out, that you can fly through in your Darth Vader shuttle. I've got one of those too. They're such cool sets. Lego makes some awesome sets, and I love getting, I don't have the huge UCS sets. I have Slave 1, but that's the only UCS set I have. The rest, man, I can't afford all these. And also, I've got nowhere to put them. So, I'm really happy that they're coming back to the Midi scale stuff. We had the Millennium Falcon in a Midi scale, and there was one other. I can't remember which one it was. You can tell me in the comments which one I've missed. But look at this. We've got this long red plates, and we built them up with some of those hinge pieces, and add a little bit of detail and a few points to mount these brown hinges, which when we were kids we used to call them bendy bits. And so we mount that at just the perfect angle along those tiles. And you really, seriously guys, you really have to build this set if you haven't already. It's just great. I love this size build. So each of these bags, so this video we've sped it up about 4 times or something. Each of these bags took, I don't know, like 15 minutes or something, and it's something you can easily do, a bag at a time, a bag a night or something, or just like me, just sit down and do it all in one sitting. It's very comfortable to do it in one sitting and super rewarding. Man, you end up with something absolutely epic. So you can see here towards the end of bag 2, we're putting together some of the pointy end of the ship, adding some more shield bay doors and hangar bay doors, hangar bay shields I should say, and attach all of that to the front. And a bag 2, you've already got quite a bit of length. Bag 3, we find the pink bricks. Pink bricks, if you don't know, Star Wars sets always, try to incorporate some pink bricks. And the point of that is so that the designers can eat cake. That's it. If you're wondering, that's what they do. They put pink bricks in, and then they have a nice big pink cake. Yeah, so that's what they do. I'm not sure if any of the other Lego departments in Billund have funny traditions like that. If you know about them, I'd love to hear about them. The Star Wars pink brick one is the only one I know, which is kind of funny with all the brickheads because they chuck one in and it's sort of like their brain or something. But in this set, it's going to be put here under sort of where the bridge goes. And you can see right at the back, next to those white plates, there's that square 4x4 piece, which is actually from Mario. So if we didn't have the Mario line, hate it or love it, we wouldn't have that piece to make this work. So that's kind of cool. Thanks, Mario. I was actually kind of a bit excited we might have been getting a UCS Mario Kart or something. It'd be pretty cool, but they've recently announced that they're going to discontinue the whole Mario line, which is anyway, bit of a shame. They were onto something with the bigger sets, but looks like we're moving on to Pac-Man and some of the other things. Now we're up to this little bit here. What am I doing? Just putting these random bits in. I actually made a mistake here, and you'll see I give up, pull it all off, and put it all back on in a sec. You can say, yeah, I've stopped. Yeah, no, that's not right. Let's start again. Right, so we put Darth Vader down, those two plates, round plates of Darth Vader, and all of the bounty hunters that he's contracting to find the rebels. We're up to this next bag, and we've got lots of beautiful blue transparent pieces in this part of the build. So we'll see those going on in layers, putting on more long plates, building up more of the strength and rigidity of the set, connecting that the shaft of the arrowhead, I guess you would call it, that rear section, which if you didn't catch it, it has a really, really cool snot build. So snot, if you don't know, most people generally do, but if you don't, snot means studs not on top. So instead of just layering plates, we have amazing pieces like the head-like brick and other snot pieces that allow us to do things upside down and sideways and back to front and inside out, and all sorts of cool techniques that we can put into our Lego builds. Now, I really, as I said before, I really love building things at this scale. I think this Midi scale seriously is like the Speed Champions of Star Wars. Speed Champions, like, just is that when they moved to 8 studs wide, it just allowed them to get their proportions spot on with the cars as best as possible in Lego form, even though they've had to introduce a whole range of new weird pieces, wheel arches and 2 plate high bricks with a hole in the middle and all sorts of crazy wedge plates and stuff to get their shapes right. But it's just the perfect balance of size and proportion and detail, and that's what we see here as well in this scale. This is what we want, Lego. If you're listening, we want ships. We want these. Well, actually, Lego, can we please have an Eclipse class dreadnought in this scale? Oh man, that would be awesome. That would be so cool. So cool. If you haven't seen an Eclipse class Super Star Destroyer or Eclipse Dreadnought, go and look them up. They're absolutely epic looking. They came into the Star Wars universe after this film. And anyway, we'd love one of those. But yeah, seriously, Lego, make more of this stuff. Even, like, man, seriously, just bring back the Millennium Falcon at this scale. I know we've had lots of play set type Millennium Falcons for the UCS, obviously, but you know, these builds where they're just about, you know, getting proportion and detail as accurate as possible in Lego form, using really cool, ingenious, you know, part usages and build techniques and all of that sort of stuff. That's sort of what we want. Now you can see here we're building, let's go back to what we're having a look at here. We're building these wedge plates in different directions, and you can see putting all that together to hug around the back, that shaft section of the Super Star Destroyer. And you can see it doesn't look like it here, but I've made a mistake, and I don't know. No, it doesn't go there. Come on, mate. Yep, put it in the right spot. That's the way. All right, so you can see here I'm about to try and put this on, but it's not going to work. So these plates get mounted to those brown hinge pieces, or bendy bits, as I said we used to call them when we were kids, and that 3-wide plate is just wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, fixed it, and now that just hugs that perfectly at... Oh man, this set's so awesome. Here we go. So we're going to build an additional piece. Are we building the front? Yeah, yes. We're building the front and the rest of this paneling to go around the outside. Now, that's something I really like about official Lego builds that use these wedge plates. I mean, I always just use them as wings, or you know, the front of spacecraft or something. But I find quite often building official Lego sets with these wedge plates, they use them like around back to front, or at least what you would assume is back to front. So we've got that, like the straight edge that's connected to the right angle part of the plate. That edge is on the outside of the ship, and so the actual bit of the wedge plate that's angled is on the inside of the ship, which, you know, just works perfectly here. But yeah, it's something that you see on Lego builds reasonably frequently that I had never had any idea of how to actually conceptualize that when I was younger, when I was a kid trying to build spaceships and things. And that's one of the things about building official sets. If you're interested at all in designing your own stuff, or making alt builds or something like that, like I've been able to do this year. I only started really seriously in January this year, and I've built a few. You can check them out on Rebrickable. It's just Mad Dad Bricks, Rebrickable, or you can go to mocs.maddad.com.au, and that'll redirect you straight to their bye-bye bounty hunters. We said goodbye to them. They're locked away forever. On to the last bag, bag 6. We've got our gorgeous pieces there. Yes, beautiful. Love getting printed pieces. There are no stickers in this set, which is excellent. That's another great thing about this scale. And let's have a look. So we've got this wedge plate, and that's the 1-to-1 piece that they've given an example of on the side of the box. It's often sort of hard to get an idea of the scale of Lego sets just from those 1-to-1 pieces, unless it's a piece that you can obviously see, like sort of where it goes in the set, and can't really see obviously where it's supposed to go. Anyway, so here we go. We've built our main thrusters, our huge engines, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those on the Super Star Destroyer. And the way those are put on is pretty cool. So we've used plates with the little, what do you call it? Like, it's not an anti-stud, but yeah, had to recreate some sort of opening scene once we had the engines on, just for a bit of fun. But yeah, those engines are put on in just a perfect way to fit 3 across a 4-stud plate, which is kind of cool. So we're putting our first Star Destroyer on for a bit of scale. That's a pretty cool little build. using those wedge plates that I mentioned earlier from Speed Champions. So yeah, it's always cool to see a bit of crossover between departments. If anyone's built the Rogue Shadow, if you haven't seen the Rogue Shadow Star Wars set, go and check that out. That's one of my favorite builds ever because it mixes just the right amount of Technic functions and playability and just rigidity and strength from the Technic build with system. And seriously, we need more sets that incorporate Technic in really smart ways. We just need more Technic. I think more Technic everywhere would be great. I know Tiago's not a fan, but anyway, let's not worry about Tiago and his opinion of Technic because he's wrong. Anyway, thanks Tiago for all you do for the Lego. Actually, headlight bricks. Go and check out Tiago's video about headlight bricks, man. That's awesome. And anyway, who am I to talk? He's worked for Lego. I haven't. I'm just a dad trying to make Lego my life. Because why not? Why wouldn't you want it to be that? And there we go, the end of bag 6, and we're finished. Absolutely epic. Now, you can see I made a couple of little mistakes somewhere. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got to put that bit on. Nice little upside down bit clipped on there. That's cool. And gorgeous. Just perfect. And let's have a look at the final thing. So if you look from above, you get that beautiful, beautiful shape. That greebling section is just to die for. And in the manual, they've got a good photo of the actual modelers putting that whole section together for the movie. Back when it came out, it was the 80s. It was 40 years ago, wasn't it? Idiot. Right, 1983. And so that was 3 years before I was born. These 3 movies were all out before I was born, but only just. And we can see from the back there those gorgeous engines. It's such a nice view of the set. Can't look at it like that all the time, but it's good to have a bit of a sneak under there sometimes. And you know what's really cool? I love taking Lego outside because just in the natural light just is phenomenal. These sets just look epic. And how good does this set look? This is outside just at dusk. We've got the moon coming out and yeah, this thing looks sensational. Some people thought these were renders, but no, it's just me holding up the set in the sky. And that's the end of that build. I love this set. I really think you should get it. I pre-ordered mine on the 1st of March as soon as I saw it come out, and as I said, I couldn't wait, so I went and got myself a copy of the Nebulon B frigate and built that as well while I waited for this to come. And May the 4th came and went, and everyone crashed their servers. Like seriously, Lego generates so much interest in their sets that they DDoS themselves. It's pretty funny, but yeah, maybe they should pick a time other than midnight to release their sets. People end up staying up until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm so glad that they allow you to pre-order some sets now instead of having to jump on the button as soon as it's released like mad cats. Anyway, this is Matt from Mad Dad Bricks. I hope you enjoyed that build video. This is the first of hopefully many of this style of video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and please like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff, and yeah, help this channel to grow. And I'll see you next time. Thanks very much.